so what I did is I was like, okay, I'm going to charge a monthly fee, and you're going to have unlimited access to me. You're going to be able to call me in the middle of the night if you need to for emergency. You can, unlimited access, you can come in as many times as you need to. And that way, and I focus on prevention. I don't treat symptoms, I treat problems. And I think that's what's occurring in our system today is we're treating symptoms because that's all we have time to treat. It's like, hey, how you doing? How's your blood pressure? How are the kids? Oh, they're looking at their watch the whole time. And here's a prescription. Hope it works. Come back in a week. Let me see how you're doing. That's not medicine. And that's not how we were taught to practice medicine. And I'm certainly not going to practice that way. So what my patients do, they pay me a monthly fee. And a typical initial visit with my patient is about 2 hours. Because I go over everything. We address a lot of the things that the doctors are supposed to be addressing but aren't. What's your diet like? Are you getting any exercise? How's your sleep? What's your past medical history like? What's your family history like? What's your day like? How is your stress? And then it really helps me as a physician understand the person as a whole instead of just treating these individual symptoms. And I've seen great results with that. For one, it has resulted in what I think is less specialist referrals because I have the time to spend to figure out what's going on with my patients. At night, I'm not worn out, so I have that time to research my patients' problems. And then there's the constant communication with my patients and me so that when things do come out, problems arise, I can take care of them immediately. Since I'm ER trained, but most family doctors can do this too, my patient gets a laceration. Okay, come on in. I'll take care of that. It costs me about $5 in supplies. If you would have had that done in the ER, you're talking about $500 and probably about a 4 to 5 hour wait, depending on the day. Now, if that's a Sunday, it could be longer. So the cost is another thing that I think that can be addressed with this model. Since I don't take insurance of any kind, I'm able to negotiate cash fee rates with private labs in the area for some super cheap labs. Like, let's just say your doctor wanted to do an annual lab panel on you, like with a physical, check your cholesterol, your kidneys, and all that. Well, your insurance is going to charge around, anywhere from $300 to $500 for this typical panel. It costs me $20 to do that. And so those are savings that I cover that under my monthly fee. And then I've also negotiated cash fee rates for other labs that might fall out of that I then pass on to my patients. I make no money off my labs. They pay the cost rates that I've negotiated. And it doesn't only apply just to labs. I've also negotiated cash fee rates for imaging studies also. I get my x-rays for $35 by working with a local orthopedist. I use his equipment. I just bring my patients right over, we get the x-ray, we go back. MRIs for $450 versus about $3,000 if some of you have had an MRI recently. So these are savings that I pass on. And the reason they're so high is because of insurance companies. So it just makes perfect sense to me. And I've been accused of being elitist, concierge. Oh, you must have billionaires for patients. I don't think so. There are those doctors who might have billionaires and millionaires for patients, and good for them. I just try to, the rich will always be taken care of. The poor will always be taken care of. It's the guys in the middle that are, getting it stuck to them. So those are the people that I try to help. And they're getting better because of it. So that's kind of, there's, like I said, they try to say that I'm elitist. And that, and the AMA, this is a good one, that they're afraid that the concierge model will worsen access to doctors. I say it will improve it because I think it's going to draw medical students back to family medicine. Because right now they're not really going that route because of the lifestyle, the pay. I don't blame them. It's a lot of work to be a family doctor. There's a whole lot of things that are thrown on you. And so I think by getting rid, I have no paperwork, by the way. In fact, my patients want me to use paper charts, which I do gladly. They don't want their information on that internet, so we don't go there. And so I cannot imagine practicing medicine any other way. Because I see that my patients are getting healthy because of it, and their health has improved, and I'm a much happier person too. So I think that's what we as physicians just want to do. We want to provide better health care for our patients, and I think this is one of the ways that